to 25 Days with Animal Facts. Today we're talking about the American badger. The American badger can be found from Canada all the way down into Mexico. They do prefer more habitats with more of a sandy loam kind of a soil because it's easier for them to dig in and make their burrows. The American badger was basically designed for digging. So they have these small wedge-shaped heads. They have the massive long front claws, and you can't tell in this photo so much, but in the back they have shorter shovel-like claws. Using their stubby little bodies that are very powerful, mind you, those shovel-like claws and even those partially webbed front feet, they're able to dig quite impressive holes. They might dig their own hole from scratch, or they'll expand the holes of their prey from their dens. Badgers very much rely on the ability to have these kind of dens and all these tunnels to go into. That is where they do a lot of their hunting. They are quite the formidable carnivore, as you can see by these teeth here. Don't want to mess with them. They are very strong and feisty animals that are willing to not just take on their prey, but also take on predators that want to eat them, like whether it's a human who has an issue with them or some other animal like a wolf. So they prey on animals in these tunnels, they escape from predators in these tunnels. Not only that, they rely on these tunnels in order to get away from different weather conditions. So when the weather gets really rough, usually really cold, the badgers will enter into their tunnels, also known as setts, and they will enter what's called a torpor. It's almost like a hibernation-like state where they will be asleep basically and not stir, or they'll have their senses dulled, and this can last for up to like 29 hours. Another thing that's pretty cool about badgers is they have what's called delayed implantation. So they will mate at one time of the year and actually delay when that pregnancy will occur to be more in the winter months, so they'll have their babies in the spring when it's going to be more optimal for them to survive. Another really unique adaptation that the American badger has is it will actually hunt with coyotes. Now, coyotes do sometimes prey on the American badger, but they'll also work together in order to get more prey than they would be able to solo. This mostly benefits the coyote, who will get prey basically flushed out for them so they can chase it above ground. But it's guessed that the American badger benefits from having prey chased underground because their prey is afraid of the coyote. Speaking of prey, it's really easy to see how these guys would be a predator of an animal like a prairie dog or some type of rodent, but did you know that they actually also are a big predator for rattlesnakes? That's right, in addition to providing rodent control, they also help control our rattlesnake populations. Honey badgers aren't the only cool badger that you'll see out there. So I hope you learned something new and interesting about the American badger, and I definitely encourage you to look up more about this amazing little predator.